Bound with rope and duct tape, his victims pleaded for their lives. Their final hours were worse than anyone could have imagined. Colonel Russell Williams, former commander of Canadian Forces Base Trenton, made his own snuff films. For hours, he raped and tortured his terrified victims, capturing all their degradation on his video camera for his later viewing pleasure. He was only the latest in a long line of serial killers, from Paul Bernardo and Carla Homolka, to Charles Ng and Leonard Lake, to Angelo Bono and Kenneth Bianchi, all of whom recorded their victims' torture and murder. A common theme through all these gruesome recordings is the sound of the victims, pleading, begging, and screaming in pain. Never once were their cries for mercy acted upon. For the juries that had to watch such recordings during the trials of these monsters, their lives were never the same, haunted by the knowledge of the unspeakable horror that psychopaths commit. Contrary to the impression given by movies and TV dramas, never once in the annals of true crime serial murders did clever detectives unravel a string of clues and burst through the door in time to save a single victim. All these men and women were doomed the moment they were shackled, and all their attempts to appeal to their murderer's conscience, humanity, and mercy merely enhanced their killer's enjoyment. As repulsive as it is nevertheless important to understand the sick minds of these people, since serial killers have much in common with our current plague of psychopathic political leaders. How many more revelations of pedophile rings, child murders, gun running, drug smuggling, tortures, murders, and wars, not to mention the graft, corruption, and dirty dealings, all carried out by world leaders, do you have to read before you understand that these people are cut from the same cloth as all the other serial killers? This is not mere metaphor. Governments are the worst serial killers in history. Democide is the murder of any person or people by their governments, including genocide, politicide, and mass murder. In the last century alone, the number of people killed by their own governments is estimated at 262 million people. We, as a society, find ourselves chained to a chair in the basement torture chambers of our respective governments, and they want us to beg. So we beg, we vote, we sign petitions, we write critiques, we make YouTube videos, we post political cartoons to Facebook, we protest, we demonstrate, we occupy, and occasionally we break a few windows. Please let us keep some of our freedom, our money, our dignity, we plead. Yet we remain chained to the chair, and just as in real life, there are no clever police detectives to save the day at the 11th hour. The Messiah is not coming. The police are not here to protect you. No new political candidate will save you, and the aliens aren't on their way to rescue us. This is magical thinking, and it is a childhood fantasy. We are doomed to finish the scene in our own snuff film. It is time to put away childish things. The only one that will save you is you, and the only thing that will save us is us. Now is the time for warriors.